Alrighty, good morning, good evening, good day, good night, all that good stuff. Hope you're all doing well today. Microphone's a little bit skewed. There we go. Alright, I think I said that alright. Hope you're all doing well today. Alrighty, so let's get to it. So this is most obviously where we are supposed to go next, but I want to see what... Actually, we should be looking around for question marks. So, let's see here. What's up over here? Junk Town. There's no random dead ends around here, is there? No. Unless there's one in here. Nope. Let's just try going to the Field of Fairies for now. And see what, see if anything has changed since us leaving and going through the volcano. Nothing new on the message board. There are llamas here like there were in the forest, but there's a lot of fish for us to eat. Wait, can I fish here? Oh, excuse me. No? Okay. Ugh, excuse me. Disgusting. All right. All right, you know what? Let's just, oh, I can't camp there. Let's just camp real quick. And then, must be keeping her up. Then Gar gets all quiet on us. I have a bad feeling about this. I've seen a lot of ruins in the Techno Age. Tower looks different somehow. It could date as far back as the days of the Dragon War. Rest. There go the shots. Ooh, which reminds me, actually. If we come across fire damage, we'll put that armor on, but otherwise... Alright, so this is where we're supposed to go. Let's see what we got. This is Angel Tower. Angel Tower. The holiest of holy sites of the Urkan people. Only those who are inhabitants of Tapa may enter, or those who have been granted permission by the Patriarch. Really, there's monsters out here? Okay. broadsword. I think the weapon I have is actually better than that already. It's... yeah, it's not good. The damage... the damage smaller for the amount of speed that I get from the moonsword would suggest to make it better. And it probably is. But I want that damage output. Okay. I think Pekko is gonna become my actual, like, super tank as the game progresses. Or at the very least, an HP tank. You know, for how easy they fall, 50 XP for that is pretty nice. Alright. Really? Ooh. Oh, wait. I could probably learn that. Nope, not blind. I don't want to learn blind. I want to learn that flying kick. If possible. I think that's the first time I've actually seen him use it, though. Did anybody learn it? No? Darn. Nope, we already know blind. Oh, that's whatever. Come on. I've already lost half a health bar for it. Not that's a big deal. We can just literally just rest outside. Rejuvenate, just fix the wound. There. No, it only heals 60. I thought it healed less than that, or more than that. Yeah, items are in fact just better. Come on. Flying kick. Yes! Oh, and Pico learned it. Nice. Flying kick. Damage based on agility. Interesting. Okay. Not good for anybody on this team. Ooh! I could give that to Nina. And she'd have a good physical damage output option. Maybe. Status. No, I want his actual stats. I can't get his actual stats? Okay, that's a bit of a shame. That's just his current stats. I guess I can go to equipment and look at his actual total this way. 8, 11, 15, 21, 25. What about Gar? Nope, not even close. Oh gosh, yours is no. Oh, actually, I can just do it this way. Tactics, ally. Uh, 13, 14, 15, 16, 22, 21, 25, 27, 28, 31. Yeah. I think, Nina's gonna really benefit from having an agility-based move the most. Ukantapa. Or Ukatapa, I think is actually how you properly say it. We're gonna rest. We're not using Nina right now, so I'm not gonna bother with the skilling. I would also, in general, think you're doing all right, so. We're doing well. I actually want to ask if you no, I don't need that. Thank you, though. Appreciate the offer. Welcome, travelers, to Tapa, the village of the Orkan people. This is the Hall of Prayer. We gather here once a day to offer our prayers to God. Now, I'm just going to point out, every time I hear the phrase God in Breath of Fire, it usually is not a good thing. We gather prayers to God. Even though the world is free of evil. Being the evil, almost all the angels entered a deep, long sleep. It is forbidden for us to say aloud the name of our God and our enemy. Of course it is. The Patriarch lives above here. I said we must fight evil wherever we find it. Even now, when there's no evil to be found in the world. We must keep ourselves prepared and strong. If you wish, traveler, you can learn from us what God teaches. Sure. Handra, this is wrong. You're too eager to deal death to your enemies. I've heard that somewhere in the world there is a style of fighting that allows warriors to fight without killing his enemies. Even as you fight evil in the name of God, you must remember respect and protect life at all times. Until we meet again, may God be with you. Alright. Can I just say no and be fine? Until we meet again. Oh, so it's just... Is it just, is it a catch-22? Yeah, it's just... fighting that allows the warrior to fight without killing his enemies. So I have to find something else first. Patriarch of Appeals, Sadama, lives above here. Patriarch is meditating. No one's allowed to enter. Looks heavy, but Gar could probably move it. Disc or snap username. No. Sudama. Is that you, Gar? Welcome back. So you have made up your mind to join your comrades? Something like that, I guess. So it's true then. There's no more evil in the world. I guess your intuition was wrong. So this means the time has come for you to enter your long sleep, then Guardian Gar. Very well. Go to the tower. I'll tell the watchman you are coming. Farewell, Gar. I have a sneaky suspicion that Gar is playing them. Can I jump off here? No? Okay. All right. This place is a little bit annoying to navigate. Have like the garden, a little bit annoying to navigate. The tower to the east of the village. Say it's a ruin from when they fought some enemy years ago. Woof woof. Good doggo. Rest and be at peace, traveler. Angel Tower? Why? Well, it's to the east of the village. It's one of our holy sites. You can use the spring here to refresh yourself. You can inn in the outer world. I'm not spending $100 just to sip some well water. Okay. They say the reason this village is built is to make it harder for enemies to attack. You know what? I believe it. I've made a guard for the tower, so I came here to get a shot just in case. I'm not going to war or anything, so I don't need a shot. Power of God, but we can give you another kind of power. Need a shot? So I don't know what kind of damage I'm gonna need to be expecting, so we're not gonna grab one of those yet. I'm gonna go all the way back here. As you can see from the tower from here. Don't worry. If that happens, all the guardians will come and help us again. What do we do if the evil returns? Isn't it nice the way the floors get clean when you sweep it? I know it's obvious, but I still like it. We Urkans are always prepared to take up the fight should evil ever spread through the land again. I know, the angel was a guardian, right? What does malevolent mean? We're learning history. Long time ago, A malevolent power tried to destroy the world. An angel appeared to guide the Urgents into their struggle against that power. You came through the volcano? I heard stories about a crazy old man living there. Did you see him? Yeah. Poor guy more than lost his mind. Stories about evil, God and evil as a kid. I always liked the parts about the fighting myself. Looks a lot like Gar. The horns are wrong, but it's definitely like different person. All right, I'm gonna do that last. I sit here meditating. I can feel my heart beating. Purified. It is the way of the cleanest heart and mind. This place is for those who serve God to purify themselves. Can't talk to anybody? Alright. Wait a minute. I have an idea. Can you move this? No? Okay. We go back this way. And then we go up through here. Weapons we have blessed by God. Alright, so we have a claymore, a flare sword, which is -5, has property of flame, and is significantly faster. Long spear halberd. That is a very good improvement. Mithril armor, mithril helm, mithril shield. The helm is probably my best pick because it's one less defense increase, but it also gives me +1 agility on 2 of my characters. And it lets me sell the long spear, broadsword, the spike claws. We're gonna keep the fire retardant armor. Which lets us buy 2 more pieces of equipment. The flare sword, I feel like this is gonna be one of those things where it's like, this is probably the correct weapon. It's 5 less, but it's flame. So it's probably the correct weapon, especially when you consider that it's +6 speed. Have you ever played any Final Fantasy? I have played a good fair few of them. Let me see here. I played 7. Never finished it. I finished, let me think here. I finished 4. 1, 2, 4, 5. No, I didn't finish 5. 6, 9, Didn't finish 10. Finished 13. And that of the mainline series. And then I've played, I finished Tactics Advanced at least 4 times. And I think that's mostly it. Oh, and then I've watched playthroughs of like 10-2, 10, or sorry, not 10-2, 13-2 and Lightning Returns. And was very, very meh about missing 13-2, and then I watched 13-3 basically, and said, okay, yeah, this game wasn't really worth playing. We can get the shields going. We'll get one for Pico at least. Is it? I do have enough, okay. So I don't get the armors, but that's okay. But yeah, no, I generally do enjoy the Final Fantasy series. I'm probably gonna work my way through a couple of them. I'm gonna play 7 on the channel at some point, as well as 8. So, because I played 7 way back when, like, not when it first came out, but I think I was like 13 or something like that. I don't think I was old enough to really appreciate the game. And then I haven't touched 8, but apparently I've heard from a lot of people, because I really like messing with systems. I've heard a lot of people say that I will very much like 8. So that's one that I am looking forward to. I'm gonna get up real quick, get some coffee, and we're gonna continue on. Oh, just drink yours? Yeah. You don't want it? Yeah, well, did you take your meds? Well, then that's why you're sleepy. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. All right, that's fine. It's the same stuff I'm drinking, yeah. Okay. All right, never mind. Don't gotta leave. I'll just drink my wife's coffee. Oh, we just gonna get... Oh, did we get a scene? Awesome. I may look different, but I'm one of them. I, too, am an Urkon. A guardian is what people like me, the Urkon warriors, are called. We protect our people from evil and harm. Ryu, Gar, are you still up? About what I told you. That you might die. Oh, never mind. You'll understand once we get there. Alright, cool. I'm probably gonna... There's nothing on the outside that indicates what kind of these problems I'm gonna deal with here. Oh, it gave me Nina. Probably for a reason. You know what? No. No. Cerberus. Let's just charge. Unfinished some of the final things. So the 2 that I didn't finish, that I played and didn't finish, was 7 and 10. For 7, I got to the end of the first disc. Like, I got to, like, the big, the big story point where Aerith gets stabbed. And I just kind of didn't care. I found myself not caring. I was 13 or so. Like, 13, 12-ish, something like that. And I found myself just not caring. I was like, I don't feel attached to this character at all. I may have, like, not read it. Like, read the whole thing as I was going through it. There's a whole lot of factors that may have been the case. Because I'm 34 now. Yeah, no, I didn't care at the time. And it wasn't like I didn't play RPGs prior to that, because I played Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo prior to that, and that's one of my favorite games of all time. And I just found myself not really... I think it just wasn't... I think the story just wasn't for me at the time. And then as for 10, I couldn't stand the main character. I couldn't stand Titus or Titus or whatever his fucking name is. And I understand, as I understand it from other people. Now, granted, I also didn't have access to a PS2, for a very long time at the time, and so I didn't actually have access to finishing that game anyways. The PS2 game that I actually played, that I loved, that's an animation. Was and one of my, and probably my actual favorite game to this day, albeit probably not the best game, or like not the best game, is Persona 3. I just thought of something. So you can wear this. So we're gonna go in. Sort of. We're gonna talk to this guy. I'm supposed to be patrolling, but what if I hurt myself when I jump? Wisdom seed. Like, to my understanding, Tidus is supposed to be... He's supposed to be... He's not supposed to be unlikable, but he's supposed to be a pain in the neck at the start of the series, or the start of the game. Right? You're supposed to look at him and go, this kid is a pain. Auron, though, is probably the best Final Fantasy character. Right there with you. Auron is... Auron, I don't know Auron too much as a character, but I remember looking at his design and just thinking that he's the coolest guy ever. The man is so cool looking. And when he showed up in Kingdom Hearts 2, still the best Kingdom Hearts game, by the way. I saw him show up there, and I was just like, he's back. They got rid of his glasses, but oh man, he still looked just as cool as ever. You know what? I'm having an idea. When everything is revealed, you truly appreciate him. That is kind of the understanding that I got because of so there's a funny thing about Kingdom Hearts is that they do a really, really good job of insinuating things from previous game, like from the other titles that they're referencing. So one of the things that I suspected is that he ends up in the underworld. There's probably for a reason for that. Do I have one of all these? I think I do. I don't have a float. I need one more of these. Panacea. I should really have, like, a couple of these. Just in case. So, yeah. That is, like, one of the coldest lines you could possibly say, too. I was just like, that. I love this guy so much. It's like, no wonder no one wants to die. It's just like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Also, Hades, by the way, like Walt Disney Hades, one of their best villains ever. He's so funny. He's such a great villain. Like children's cartoon villain. All right. So, I don't have enough for the flame sword because it's going to cost me like $2 grand, $3 grand. So I'm just not going to bother. And actually, I'm going to do something else here, which I should have done in the last place. Because I'm already over damaging on my offense. So I'm just going to use the moon sword so that I have a little bit more, significantly more speed. And not have to worry about, oh, I see. And not have to worry about that. But yeah, I will probably play through Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 on the channel. It's been a very long time since I played 9. I want to see if I actually kind of want to see if 9 holds up as my favorite after all these years. And then yeah. Learned Remedy. Awesome. What does this say? Nothing? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, I see. I understand. So this goes down and into something. I'm playing through 9 currently for the first time. I love Steiner. Steiner is like the lovable idiot of the story, but he's not stupid, right? Like he's just a zealot, right? Like really, he's just a zealot. Lying beyond the veil of light. Okay, that's. I'm trying to figure out if I recognize her from anything. I don't think I do. Like that's not Blue. Blue's the snake woman. Is there a character that had blue hair? Mina, but she's Windian. I guess technically Tyr did. I think, or is she blonde? No, she was blonde. Sarah, maybe? What was this game rated again? Teen? This would have been the 90s, so probably T. Oh, I'm confused in the overworld again. I hate this. There we go. Is anybody else confused? Scar still confused? Jeez. Okay, try wear it out. There we go. This game got got dark, unfortunately. Yeah, like there's something that I actually did kind of notice about the Breath of Fire games. They don't actually have a problem going in like a really like I would say almost sinister direction. Like not even necessarily like dark in the sense of like disturbing, just more like the first two games let you go in a direction of like, you know, like tough decisions or cartoon or existential. All right, let's try this way first real quick. No, that looks like it's the way forward. So I think if I could get the flame sword, that would have been really, really good, because if Ryu gets confused and he attacked Pico, Pico would just recover all the health. Let's try over here. Would that open if I had Momo? I wonder. Probably not. What do we got here? Phantom. Let's try punching it. Okay. Oh, lovely. Ugh. Scattered the enemy. It's gonna be one of those areas, is it? What's Remedy? Okay. Well, at least he has raised dead, at the very least. Alright, well, I'll just focus on keeping him on, like, the moderate HP level. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, jeez. Okay, I don't want to jump down that way if I don't have to. At least Ryu is one-shotting stuff. So that looks... I don't know what is that way. Yeah. And then Pico does... How much damage does Pico do at this point? Similar to Gar, I think. At least we get good money out of those guys. I'm actually curious. What is... status. There we go. Yeah, he's almost as strong as Gar at this point. And he's getting... Well, he's getting HP, AP improvements right now. Because I'm probably going to make him, like, the AP-oriented physical unit. Okay, so this is... Would have put me... Just slapped me down there. There's probably some stuff in the back here. Alright. Charge him down. Still, even to this point in the game, or even in this game, they really, really did. Oh, I think they're vulnerable to fire. Shocker. Okay, I see what's happening here. Come on, Gar. Use them big muscles. Come on. So now I can get past there. If I go through here, does it reset it? Is this the way? Is this the way forward? Looks like it might be the way forward. I should go back and get that thing anyways. Oh, jeez. Okay. You know what? That's probably useful. Let's find out. Let's see how good Flying Kick is for you. Resist it, please. Thank you. But yeah, as always, the sprite work in this game is amazing. Yeah, no. Just charge it. Oh. Yay. Gar got a lot. Gar's offense and defense scaling is nuts. Ooh, beef jerky. Sprites over 3D in Persona-era. And yeah, like, I know, like, obviously the big thing was, you know, 3D, right? Like, that was the big thing. And it makes a lot of sense, right? It's like, we've never had 3D gaming before. Okay, yeah, no, this looks like Prague. So we're gonna go back the other way. But it's one of those things of, like, I think a lot of people just really, really wanted to, like, to have that 3D, right? And rightly so. Ugh. That's AP damage, isn't it? Yeah. And, you know, that's fine. I just think that it's just unfortunate that I think that that most of the old 3D styles, you know, they just don't really hold up as well to the modern era. And as a result, we end up with sprite work, and it just kind of continues to hold up, right? Hey, Tokyo Ghoul, how's it going, bud? But yeah, like, all the sprite work in the Breath of Fire games I've seen so far, like, I've played 1 through 3 so far. Like, all the sprite work is amazing. Mithril Helm. Well, everybody's already got one of those, I think. Yeah, everybody's already got those. Can I jump? No, I have to go to this to jump. Are all the Breath of Fire games good? I think they're good, especially if you put them in the context of when they came out and the context behind what they were when they came out. So, a good way of looking at this is, I think that the first one is really proof of concept because it's Capcom's first RPG. It was also made in the early to mid 90s. So it's gonna have like that early to mid 90s feel, right? It's gonna have it's gonna have the jank. It's gonna have the things that we don't do anymore. It's gonna have it's a lot of like, hey, here's an idea. The second one cleaned a lot of that up. They got rid of a lot of the really bad ideas and capitalized on a lot of the good stuff. They also tried to put a lot more writing there. Something that I think was really, really good. The third one, they really so far it feels like they've really capitalized on improving the storytelling and kind of trying out new ideas overall. Yeah, just charge it. Because they're just gonna they just keep stealing AP, right? Like, that's all these guys do. Yeah. So that's kind of like my opinion on it. 3 so far feels like they've taken all their ideas and kind of tried to make everything the best they could with what they had. And so far it feels like they've done a good job. There's some things that I feel like they could, that, you know, is an idea that they explored and are discovering, and then, you know, we've kind of discovered since then that it's not necessarily a good thing. For example, I like the idea of the way that the masters work, for example. Unfortunately, what I don't like is how they're implemented. Three is, is generally speaking the fan favorite. And I kind of understand why in a lot of ways. I haven't played 4 yet because I'm experiencing all of them together. 4, from what I understand, is, a lot of people say, is like one of the better ones, but not the best one. It's kind of like a toss-up between which one's better, 3 or 4. And then I've heard from everybody, don't play 5. It's a waste of time. So I will probably watch a playthrough of it and find out why everybody says don't play it. My understanding is that the mechanics of it are just not good. That's my understanding. I don't know how true that is, but that's just how I understand it. Okay, so this looks like this is probably just a rest stop or something. Treasure. A soul gem. Soul gem. Is it it's a equipment. Saves the wearer from death once. With these games, which these games are accessible, I think only 4 is on Steam. Yeah, the thing is that 1 and 2 are on the Game Boy Advance, so they're extremely easy to emulate. Like, you're not going to run into any problems trying to emulate them, really. Same thing with Super Nintendo games, right? Like, let's be honest here. Anything that is from the 16-bit era is 0 problem to emulate. So they're pretty accessible at this point. Like, I'm running into some minor issues trying to emulate this one. For example, and you can kind of see it in battle, is the first character automatically picks attack at the start. Which is a little annoying, but it's not like the worst problem to have. Come on. Go down the stairs. There we go. Alright. Let's have a little look around here. But yeah, I think Capcom is actually missing out on a pile of money by not putting this on Steam. I think they would make I think a lot of people would like absolutely love this. And with the fact that everybody, like most of your major streamers are looking to go PC anyways. Oh gosh, we got a puzzle room. Okay. This is probably supposed to go this way. I think that if they were to put this available on Steam, you would see a giant uptick in people playing it for like a month. Isn't doing jack to release them, might as well emulate. I've heard they don't have confidence that they can thrive in a JRPG market. I mean, that's the thing, is that's the thing that a lot of people thought for a very, very long time. And because it's no longer the JRPG golden era, right? That's kind of like the big thing, is like it's no longer the golden era. And I understand that, because that part of the I knew it. I knew there was something hidden there. Part of the big benefit of the appeal of JRPGs in this time frame is that it was very easy to make animations, right? Like, animations are really, really easy to make. They look beautiful in this game, right? But it's very hard to make the animations work extraordinarily well while also being 3D, while also being responsive to the player. So that was kind of like the best way that they had, is like take Final Fantasy VII, for example. If you look at the summons, some of the summons animations are extraordinarily long because they want to show off the cool animation. So you can show off the cool animation, you get to play your game without, you know, without trouble, without lag, while you're playing, or the lag doesn't matter. Right? So that was kind of like the big benefit of like the PS1 JRPG era. And even in the PS2, right? Like, Final Fantasy X is the highest selling Final Fantasy ever. Outside of 14. 14 is the one exception that they make more money off of because it's an MMO. But that's neither here nor there. If you want to talk like standalone console, like standalone games, 10 is the biggest seller. I think it sold like 21 million copies or something like that, like, which is insane. Okay, what is up here? Oh wait, I get to go up on the that's Oh, I see. But if there's one thing that we know now for certain, is that there is absolutely a market, a very good market, for RPGs in general. And JRPGs have always had their niche audience, right? I've always said this. I said my biggest, I think that, like, you can just look at the Trails of or the Legend of Heroes series, right? Trials of X. They do well. One of my buddies has been telling me to get into the series. I started playing Trials of Sky recently. Never got around to haven't really been playing it much lately, but okay, so this has to go in here. But I played it a little bit, and like, even as a proof of concept game, I'm like, oh, okay, I understand the appeal. Well, Expedition 33 didn't really revive it. It just affirmed something that a lot of us that love RPGs, like, it's a game that proved that the genre was never actually dead. Like, that's the biggest thing. Because a lot of people thought for a very long time that the genre was dead. And I always said, no, the genre isn't dead. It's just nobody wants to, is that average, everyday people don't want to play anime games. Right? Like, that's the thing. Is, even though they were JRPGs, the original, like the Golden Age Final Fantasy, which everybody says is like from like 7 to 10. I would argue it's more like 5 to 10. The thing about all these, about that golden era, is the reason that it did so well. I lost my train of thought in there. Jeez. But a lot of people just thought that it was dead because it's like, oh, well, we get to play all these other games. People want to play these games. It's like, yeah, people do want to play those games. But the big reason that people want to play, don't want to play RPGs that look like anime characters, because anime is an art style, and art style matters a lot. A perfect example of a game that that art style matters immensely is Cuphead. I can't play Cuphead. I don't like. It infuriates me. It's a game. I played it. A buddy, like, I did. What's it called? The Steam, like, where you can play on somebody else's like Steam account because they shared it or whatever. Like, it's basically like couch play across the internet. I played Cuphead that way, and like, I can't. That game just infuriates me. All right, so that. I don't know if that gets me to an item. It gets me into this area. It looks like it takes me downstairs. Okay. But the art style of Cuphead makes me want to play that game. I look at Cuphead's art style and I'm like, I want to play this game. I want to, like, just sink time into this game. Because it looks like it's so much fun. Right? And same thing with Hollow Knight, right? Like, there's a million games like Hollow Knight. The only difference is that Hollow Knight has like the perfect recipe of really good art style, really appealing art style, as well as phenomenal classical style of music with a clear pop influence, and then it has really good gameplay to boot. I'm a big anime enjoyer, but I hate all these anime tropes in most JRPGs. Why does every protag group have to be a bunch of high schoolers? See, I think the idea... So there's a reason behind the... it is a trope, and it's not a very good one. But the reasoning makes sense. So the reasoning is you want to have a character that is... has somewhere to grow. right? You don't want a character that's fully fleshed out as a person. You want them, or fully, developed as a person, I should say. You want to give them space to grow. And them being in high school is, we'll say, the perfect excuse for that. But I agree that it's kind of a cop-out. It's kind of a bad way to do it. There's far better ways to approach that. I just realized I don't have my phone. So I gotta plug my phone in so that my camera doesn't die. Yeah, but we had these games in the 90s and it was not as prevalent. That is because they weren't attempting to emulate anime. They weren't attempting to emulate anime tropes. They were attempting to reference actual big media, like Hollywood-style media, which had a lot more adult-oriented characters in it. Now, granted, if you've played Final Fantasy V, Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VI, both of them, and anybody that says otherwise is kidding themselves, are just Saturday morning cartoons. Right? It's Saturday morning cartoon nonsense, which is fine, but it's all adult characters. I don't know why everybody tries to go for this, like, anime pro tag kind of thing. I don't have a problem with it. Like, for example, what was it? Dragon Quest, I think it is. Dragon Quest runs that trope, but that's its whole genre. It's like, no, we're running this trope. This is our shtick. And they have their audience. It's great. My 3 favorite JRPGs from that time are probably Wild Arms, Lufia 2, and Final Fantasy VII. Brother, Wild Arms 3 is awesome. I love that game. I'll be right back. All right, just gonna make sure that my camera is actually appropriately charging. It's gonna give me the side window. I don't want the side window. Show studio. Here we go. It is charging. Okay, good. I've played through Final Fantasy VII remake, and I watched who was it? Maximilian Dudes. What is it? The second part, whatever it's called, Rebirth playthrough, and I'm just gonna say it. Sephiroth, listen, because I played up to the same point in the original, so this is like the perfect side-by-side comparison. Here's my opinion on this game. All right. Here's how I always approach a game. If this game was a new IP, would it do anywhere near as good? And my answer is obviously not. Because because Final Fantasy VII R is trying to capitalize on nostalgia. So, then you have to ask questions of, okay, is the writing actually good? It's bloated as hell. I'm just gonna say it. Like, it's super freaking bloated. I don't like, I hate the amount of writing it is. It's like, why are you talking to me like I'm a 7-year-old? Now, granted, I write and talk much the same way. Like, I repeat myself a lot. I do these things.
but I know I do these things, and I hate that I do these things. Because they're dumb. They're bad things to do. So why they show up in writing from professional writers is beyond me. Second, the actual gameplay mechanics of this, super fun. I think the actual combat mechanics of Final Fantasy VII are amazing. I actually like them. It's a really neat idea of building charge to use abilities. It actually kind of feels like a fighter in a lot of ways because of that. And I like that. I think it's really, really neat. I think it's a lot of fun. But there's also like other things in there that are really, really bad. Like there's some massive character assassination going on for Sid. Because like Sid is like nothing like he was. Like Sid used to be like this like a working class Irishman in the original, swearing up and down, left, right, and center. Same as Red. Yeah. When they said Red 13's voice changed, I'm like, really? Like, and it's like, you want to try and sell it to me that this guy is, that this was always the intention. It's like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. He had the nice, calm, wisdom-oriented voice in Advent Children. You know, the movie that we all watched and scratched our heads and going, we don't have a clue what's going on, but it's okay because it looks awesome. He had the wisdom-oriented voice. So don't tell me that was the original intention, because that's bullshit. Like, the character assassination is truly wild. And last, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about it before I move on. I'm sorry, but the fake ghosts or whatever they're called, like, the problem is that whenever you open the multiverse can, which I think the multiverse can was always there, but as soon as you open the multiverse can, the stakes for anything become meaningless. Because, like, oh, if this one gets destroyed, whatever, we'll just go to this one. It's like, you remove every form of stakes from the game. And they have the Marvel disease where no sad or dramatic scene can stand on its own without having just a joke after to lighten the mood. Yeah, no, let the sadness sit. You want, like, a lot of people say Final Fantasy VI is one of the best Final Fantasies. If you don't know about the first, like, I want to say the first 20 minutes or so of the World of Ruin, like basically the second act of the game, or I guess that's technically the third act, but when you get World 2, basically. If you don't know that one, then I won't spoil it for you, but the first 20 minutes of that game are not pleasant. They are not happy. It sucks. And it sits. And then at the end of it, you have this tiny little piece of hope, right? Because the story is ultimately about hope. You have this tiny little piece of hope that you hold on to, and that drives you through the rest of the game. Like, that's actual story writing. Like, Final Fantasy VII-R is just fan service. I've said it before and I'm saying it again. Everything they do in there is just fan service. It's just them trying to appeal to the nostalgia of the fans. And a lot of people, I haven't heard anybody else say this. There's actually character assassination of Sephiroth. A lot of people say, like, oh, Sephiroth is great. No! Like, everything about him is just gone and been replaced with, like, sexual energy, and that's it. He's sexual energy the villain. throws Sephiroth in time and loses all the mystery and epicness. Yeah. So like the only memory that I have of Sephiroth in the original is when you first actually see him like as a character with Cloud in Nibelheim in the past. And it's like, okay, it's either silent or very low quiet music. You're fighting a red dragon. I think my memory says that it's a red dragon. Again, this is so long ago. And you're like, oh, there's a monster here. And then the fight starts and you realize, oh, it's not the dragon. It's this guy next to me. The dragon can't hurt this man. He is that dangerous. There's a monster here and it's not the enemy. And that's kind of like because the game has already set him up as like the main antagonist at this point. It's like, I have to fight this guy later. And he's chump, and this thing that I'm looking at right now, which should be terrifying, is chump change to him. But enough about that. Oh yeah, the serpent impaled on the tree. Yeah, they turned that into like a boss fight in Rebirth, and the whole thing was like, yeah, like the problem is that they want you to have like cool boss fights and stuff, which I understand because I think cool boss fights are cool. The problem is that they're not pairing it with storytelling. Right? You get to fight stuff for the sake of fighting stuff. It's like, no, you pair this with storytelling. Because they're not pairing it with storytelling. It's like, oh, I beat the creature. It's like, the way that you do this properly is, one, you get rid of health bars. Because then you don't know if you're actually winning or not. That's the first way you do it. The second is you make it a time fight. Basically, you survive so long, it keeps rocking your shit. And it's like, you can't stop this thing. You can't beat this thing. That's how you fix that scene, by the way. You make it so that you don't know that you're winning. And that you don't actually win because you just have to survive a certain amount of time. But you don't know that as the player. So eventually, it just rocks you. And then Sephiroth does it. Like, that's how you make that scene better. With changing as little as possible. The correct answer is get rid of the fight. And in games, it should be play, don't cutscene. Agreed. I'm sorry. Please allow Ryu and I to go alone. Alone. Okay. Guardian Geist 234. Oh, this is gonna be a puzzle. Okay. Guardian Geist 234. Is there something hidden here? There's a way up that over there. Okay. Guardian Gats 201. Oh, these are the previous Guardians. Guardian Gar 299. Recorded on these stone tablets are the names of us Guardians, otherwise known as Dragon Slayers. Holy. The number below my name is the number of dragons I killed in the war. Just saying, Gar, you're holding out on us. Either that or most dragons aren't that powerful. Ryu, let me tell you what happened to your people. What happened to the brood. I have to fight him, don't I? For reals this time. Nearly 400 years ago, the savage and malevolent brood attempted to conquer the world, igniting a fierce war. The brood were strong and awesome. We, the people of Urkan, beseeched our god for protection from their great evil. Our god bestowed upon us guardians, her holy might, in order to fight the brood. After a mighty struggle, the last of the brood were defeated and their bones laid here. Ryu, you are the last of the brood. Once you are dealt with, my purpose shall be complete. Prepare yourself, Ryu. His 300th kill, if that's the case. That's fine. Somehow I feel like he has a bonus damage against Ascension, but we're going to do it anyways. We want... it's too expensive if I do it that way. We'll just do this one. Just Behemoth on its own. Oh, that looks awesome. Because I believe this has charge. Yes, it does. Just look amazing. Yeah, this goes back to the sprite thing. The sprites just look awesome. Charge. Hit him, please. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna get one more after this. Good. Reprisal does decent damage. Come on, hit with charge, please. You have a ton of defense. I know you do. Yes. Okay, last use. Wait, Meteor Strike. Damage altered by HP. Well, we're gonna just try charging. I need to spend some time off to the side, doing a ton of fishing and experimenting with different dragon forms. Ah, that's a damn shame. Let's just try charge as regular right now. I hate how inaccurate those abilities are. Like, their accuracy, I swear, is lower than regular attacks. Like, they just don't hit. He does 16, so he can do up to like 40-ish damage. Oh, that's right. Yeah, this is the one thing I hate about this. You know what? Just try it. Just try Risky Blow. Yeah. We'll use a vitamin. No reason not to. It's a good thing I used Protect. Actually, I need to check something. Okay, nope, I have the best armor on. Mystery effect if used on an enemy. Sure. Let's try it. Ah, right. Yes. I should actually have this on because it's slightly less defense, but that way if he does use fire on me, it just doesn't hurt. What a great victory. I don't know why it's giving me a ton of intelligence. I don't need intelligence. But whatever. I mean, unless that helps certain dragon abilities. Ugh. Just as I suspected. We were no match for the true power of the brood. But why? Alright, Ghost Dragon. What? Why don't you finish me off? No. He is not your enemy. Again, the sprite work in this is amazing. That's the dragon form from 2, I think. No, it's a little bit different. Kaiser Dragon? I better not be down to Gar, because Gar is a really awesome character. Huh. Actual voices. Why do you run? We're not like them. We're not supposed to be with them. Who is that? Yep. This is the mines from the beginning of the game, it looks like. For you? Do you recognize me? I've been looking for you for years, ever since you vanished from Angel Tower. Then I heard stories of a dragon appearing in an old mine. This is your... Can you forgive me? Yeah. I've killed many of your people. Many dragons. Thought it was my purpose, but... Anyways. Let's get you out of here first, eh? Here's your gear. If you want to hear what I have to say, come with me. I shouldn't stay here very long. So we got a time skip? And now we got adult Ryu. Are we the same? We're the same. All right, he looks kind of fly, not gonna lie. If you want to kill me, you have the power and probably the right to do so. But you didn't kill me, even after I tried to kill you. Just like that dragon 400 years ago. If the brood had fought back, it would have been us instead of them that turned into prism like this. Why did they let us kill them? Why did God have us kill the brood? I feel like it's Tyr or whatever, or Mithrin or whatever, or Eva or Saint Eva or whatever it is that the good name is at this point. Because I feel like it's been retconned twice now. I may not have the right to say this, but I want to know the truth. That's why I ask you to let me live until then. Thank you. Now let's get out of this mine. All right. Is there anything up this way? No. His walk is a little bit awkward. All right, let's scope around here because I feel like there's probably a gene here somewhere. No. No, that's the way out. We're not getting into fights here anyway, so that's good. So we don't have Nina or Momo or Pico or any of them. Oh no, both were the way out. Okay. Ah, treasure. Treasure. Oh. Magic shard. Life shard. Vitamin. He still has his little slash. This puts me back into... No, this is where I came from. I don't know why I thought that was somewhere else. Come on. Crates. This is B3. Do you want to ride the lift? B2. Let's just search this mine. So, this must be where you were born. Strong brood aura must have called out to you, eh? That's right. I called out to him. Alright, so we're gonna go to B2, because we're gonna search this place. Oh, okay, now we're getting fights. Oh. Ooh, I like that sound. Awesome. Definitely an improvement on the character animations. We want to go tactics, form. We're going to attack formation. I want that damage output. Ah. Excellent. Beds we can rest. Oh my. Feel stronger and refreshed after resting. Yes, we are going to save. I feel like we only finished, like, the first of 3 acts. Like, maybe we're about halfway, but it only feels like, the first of 3. Like, this is, like, the major turning point in the story, so I feel like this is, like, the first... Maybe this is about the halfway point. But it feels like it could be slightly earlier than that. It is 10-2, so I think this is actually a good spot to call it for today. We got a save point and everything. So, this is going to be a good spot to call it for today. So, today is Tuesday, so tomorrow's Wednesday. I might be back tomorrow. I'm not certain. Let me see what this week is looking like here. I don't have D&D Saturday morning. I've got 2 absences for sure, possibly a 3rd. So, I won't be doing that, so I can stream then. I might do the Life of Suffering of St. Benedict that day. Change things up for a stream. Yeah. So in that case, I can stream tomorrow. I didn't stream Sunday because I had to be on sound. So yeah, I'll stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow morning for sure. Same times, about 5-ish a.m. EST. We'll go to about the same time today, as we always do. And yeah, so thank you everybody for swinging by. That did appreciate you. Thank you very much for chatting with me, hanging out with me, and I hope you had a good time. I usually don't do this, but I've been told a million times I should, which is start asking people to hit the buttons. So press your buttons, the likes, the follows, the subs, whatever it is, for your appropriate platform. I hear most of that, aside from Twitch for subscriptions, is free. Outside, the Twitch subscriptions not being everything else, liking, following, all that. And yeah, until next time, guys, appreciate y'all, and have a good day. Cheers.